Do you do unto others as you would have them do unto you to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is one of, I think, probably the most famous, definitely one that I use personally the most in the last year during this pandemic and during the chaos of the coronavirus, more than probably any other. And that is commonly known as the golden rule. Treat other people the way you want to be treated is how I say it these days, instead of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But this is an idiom, this is an expression, this is a proverb, this is something that has been around all of us probably the majority of our lives. Although, like all human beings, sometimes we forget it, right? Even I catch myself sometimes treating people in ways that I would sure not want them to treat me. You know, snapping at the customer service representative on the phone because I've been on hold for 2 hours, or, you know, being short with them, or treating people in ways that I wouldn't want them, or talking to people in ways, or commenting in ways that I wouldn't want them to comment to me. And of course, Jesus is known for saying this. There's over 100 references to what this means, the golden rule, do unto others, treat people the way you want to be treated, over 100 times in the Bible alone. Confucius said something similar. Epicurus said something similar. So this idiom, this expression has been around for hundreds and hundreds, and well, actually thousands of years, right? Thousands of years. So no wonder it's got its own nickname, the golden rule. No wonder we teach it to children in kindergarten. No wonder we teach it to our children in our homes, and no wonder we remind ourselves of it, hopefully just about every single day. You know, do we all have times where we lose our temper, we get frustrated with things, and we don't necessarily say things or do things the way we would want to? Of course we do. But hopefully we take a deep breath, we learn, we have the ability to apologize and say, oh man, I didn't mean to snap at you. Because guess what? How we treat other people shows them how we're really thinking about ourselves. If I snap at someone, or if I say something that hurts my kids' feelings, or if I do something that irritates one of my customers in some little way, I don't do it intentionally, and it's never about them. It's always about something that's going on in my life, right? And if I can remember that when people snap at me, or are rude, or forget their manners, that it's about something going on in their life, they obviously have something going on, then I don't take it personally, and our interactions are much better. So, of course, this idiom, this expression appears in the Bible, most famously in Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, in Luke 6:31, and then again, I said hundreds, there's hundreds of 100 plus references to this in the Bible. So maybe it's important, right? If something's in any document hundreds of times, you can be pretty sure that it's important. If something has been around for thousands of years, obviously there's a huge amount of truth to it. Not just a little bit of truth, but a huge amount of truth to it. So how do we use this in our business and in our life? Obviously, I think I've talked a little bit about how we use it in our life. I experienced it firsthand and was reminded firsthand that how we treat everyone and other people shows the world exactly who we are. It doesn't show us who the other person is. I'll never forget, I was on a business trip, and we had gone to Chicago for the day, a group of us from the corporation I was working for, and we were traveling with one salesman who was in charge of this customer and this client that we had gone to visit. I was in quality in those days, and we were traveling with this salesman, and we ended up being late for the airport because we stayed too long and there was traffic and we didn't plan well enough. We got to the airport late and we missed our flight. And instead of just being kind to the airline staff and figuring out how we could get on the next plane, this salesman absolutely went ballistic. I mean, I'm sure I've seen something like it in my life before, but at that time, I had never really seen anybody treat anyone so disrespectfully and rude in a professional setting in my entire life. I was appalled, and I was ashamed that I was, associated with this salesman because his behavior was so appalling. And I remember apologizing to the airline lady that was helping us after he walked away, but it was ridiculous because it wasn't her fault that we had missed the plane. It was our fault. So instead of taking personal responsibility and saying, hey, we missed our plane, what are we going to do? he tried to blame it on the airline employees and on the airline. And I'm like, it was just one of those instances where I still remember it. It had to be 35 years ago, but I still remember that incident as clear as day because it had such a profound effect on me, knowing that how you treat other people is a clear indicator of how you're feeling about yourself. He was mad because was driving. He's the one that made us late. He's the one that stayed at the meeting too long. And so instead of taking personal responsibility, he was going to blame it on someone else. And so we're always showing everyone what we're thinking about ourselves, even if we don't consciously realize it. So in our businesses, we want to make sure that our customers are having an incredible experience, that our employees are treating, and the team members that we work with and the people we associate with are ensuring that our customers have a great experience. We're treating our customers the way we would want to be treated, as if we were customers in our business. I don't know about you, but I used to do a lot of secret shopping whenever I was out in a retail business that handled our products, or a restaurant that handled the products that we manufactured. I would order our products and services so I could experience them as a customer would. I would buy our products and services on the store shelf so I could experience what my customers were experiencing when they purchased our products and services. And it was interesting, some of the experiences there, of course, outside of our control as a manufacturer, but that we wanted to make sure was part of our overall customer experience. We wanted to make sure we were being treated the way they want to be treated. Guess what? That begins with how you treat all of the people that you interact with in your life. So this is, again, one of my all-time favorite principles, rules, proverbs, sayings, the golden rule. It's got a nickname for a reason. I would love to know how you've experienced this, especially in the last year. I have found that under stress and duress, and the coronavirus has definitely done that to millions and millions of people, that people tend to expose more of their vulnerabilities, and that sometimes they forget to treat other people the way they want to be treated. We also forget to think for ourselves. So think for yourself and treat people the way you want to be treated has definitely been probably the phrases I've used more in the last year than almost any other. All right, have an amazing day. I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow and supersize your business right now? Have an amazing day.